guys? Derek Bonzagni, Harper Porsche. Hope you're all doing well. Thanks again for watching. Thanks for staying tuned on the Macan EV. Trying to get you updates as quick as I can. I just got this white one, if you probably watched the video already, out of detail and wanted to walk around it. I'm going to jump through some of the cool menus and some of the new features real fast. So if you guys are doing some exploring on the new Macan, you can kind of check it out, and hopefully this will kind of help you. It's not a full tutorial, but it's enough where you'll get an idea of what's going on inside of here, as far as where the controls are on the screens and things like that. So let's do a quick walk through this this setup in here, this digital setup. Here we are, guys. Just showing off the new display once again. I showed it briefly on the other one before it was ready, and we had it all up and running. You can kind of see the vehicles in front of us, which I think is really cool. And you can see the lane assist, and this is kind of your cockpit here. And then you can roll this to change what you see. So you get your map on here. What's cool about this is I am on CarPlay, and if I go to map, I've got this destination on, and on the new Macan, not the Taycan, but on the new Macan EV, you've got the latest hardware and software that's going to allow specifically Apple CarPlay to work as far as the map goes up here, which is pretty cool. So all right, so we're on CarPlay. So Google Maps on the Apple will not pull up over here, but the Apple Maps will on this side, just so you guys know, okay? I still got my Spotify, all my controls here, just like you would. I do love the full screen. And then the secondary screen, which is optional, you can have this cockpit mode, which is kind of cool. You can do that on the Taycan as well. And then if you hit the little app screen here, you can do that. Hit it again. This is what you got. There's your cockpit mode, your radio, app center. Now, I can't log into the app center. I've had some people ask me about that until we actually have a Porsche account logged into it, because there's some permissions and credit cards you can put in there to set up your EV charging and all those things right on the My Porsche app. That's how you basically do all that. And you can set up plug and charge and all those things, but you do have to set that up, which your dealer will do on the initial activation for you. So wireless charging is right down here. There it is. Love that. I love the layout of this. Cooled seats. It's got nice feedback to it. And then you've got your nice cup holders right here. So very good layout. Everything you need is right here. Just remember, there will be special equipment. I've had people ask about heads up. That is an option, but it is now available, which is cool. The old Macan didn't have that. And going through the screens again, this is your selector. You can select what you want, roll down, and you can see the full map here if you'd like, which is kind of cool. Still got all your main information on the screen. We can roll up and we can just see the driver aid screen, which I showed earlier, and then you can also see your typical speed and all those things. So roll up here, and that's the top. So that's all the way. And then you can highlight the left screen on its own and do like G-force meter, tire pressures. So you can see I'm showing 292 on the range, 97% charge right now. I've got the AC running, and it's about, what is it saying it is outside? Feels a little warmer than 70, but that's probably close. But so out of the gate, it hasn't broken in yet. Obviously, this is brand new. You can see there's 18 miles on it. So you'll see that will adjust kind of like fuel economy. So I always tell people, give it, 300-400 miles, run through a charge, and it will adjust accordingly. The air suspension is kind of cool on this setup right here. You got your sport, your normal mode here. And then you can also adapt. You can see the controls right here for the suspension when you twist that dial. You can also go right to the Macan itself, and this is where you're going to control the drive, your assistant settings, which I picked up, kind of pointed out in the last one. Comfort settings, which is going to be your ambient lighting, the driver's seat, if you want to control the passenger seat from here. The heat balance and ventilation balance can be controlled, like where you want it specifically. Pretty neat. Back to comfort for a sec here. You can adjust the passenger seat from here, which is kind of cool. I can use my driver control and move that seat. So if you need to adjust it a little bit, maybe for the occupant behind you, which you can see right here. It's a good layout. Definitely much better headroom, and I love the sunroof, of course. What else we got here? And then, of course, the Porsche factory nav is very good as well. Yes. Your settings are in the little gearbox right here. Satellite. Turn that on. That's going to give you your satellite imagery. That's going to load up here. So that's how that looks. And then as far as putting it in reverse, showing you the surround view camera. There you go. Pretty cool. You can wash the camera lens too, which is kind of neat. Put it in drive. There's the front cam. And then P would be your park. So I would encourage you, there's a lot of new options and there's different versions of this. We're in a Macan 4 EV. They have the regular Macan, they have the turbo model, of course, but run through the options. There's of course a 4S that's going to be coming here. We don't have it yet, but it's coming. And there'll be different powers, and of course, whether you want all-wheel drive or not. That is your distance control for your cruise control, your voice command here. So you got your voice command, your skip. On here's your control for your gauge, answer your phone, backup, things like that. So very easy, push buttons right here to start it, and then your typical controls on here. So very quiet in here. You can see we got a whole bunch of traffic out front. The only thing I'm hearing is just the air conditioning is on. We're about half on the fan. So this is where you're gonna pop your trunks here. Let's take a walk outside again. I've had some people wanted to see this. I'm gonna put the suspension up and we'll walk around the outside real fast. I will eventually do a drive. I just have to get some free time and I just haven't had a lot of it. So I'll try to get these videos out as quick as I can for you guys. So one thing I do want to show you while I'm sitting here opening the door, half a pull, it's kind of like 911s. It's the electronic opener. If you pull it one more, that's going to be your mechanical connection. So just be aware of that. It's easier to just half pull it so you can get out of the car. I feel like you're trapped in there. I know I've walked around it once already, so let's show off the suspension here. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to the car. I'm gonna drive mode. You can see the drive modes are here. You can go to the chassis, and then the level would be here. Lift. So I'll raise this thing up. You can actually save that position. We call that smart lift. So if you've got a gravel driveway and you want it to lift just before you get there, it will do that, and then this is gonna be your height. So we'll get close here. And it raises it up, kind of get it right off the ground. And it's got really good clearance, so. And we'll drop it down the other way. We'll show you what it looks like with it down. You have to watch that. It's going to turn off on you if you take the key with you, which I just did. so on, it's back on as soon as you get in the car. Normally you won't have to hit all these buttons. Continuous guest. We're just going to go online, and then we're going to do level, low. This time I'm going to leave the key in here so it doesn't turn off on me. I'm going to let it drop down here. I can hear it doing its thing. All right, so here we go. We're in the low mode, and by the way, your regen buttons over here on the Porsches, they don't have the one pedal drive. The regen is built into the brake, but you can turn on regen, and it will slow you down, kind of like what a normal car would feel like, which I like. It feels a little more natural to me, but you can turn it on or off right here. Spoiler up, we'll put that up for you, and that is standard. I'd had somebody ask me. There is a list of standard equipment just to make life easy for y'all. If you go on Porsche USA or Porsche/USA, you can go to build your own, and you can build one. And then in that model, at the very bottom in the summary on the left side, it actually says standard equipment. You can click on that, and that will give you some help. Of course, you can put it in the comments too, and I'll try to answer it as quick as I can. But there is a lot of changes with this, and I'm still kind of catching up myself, even after 2 training sessions. So. All right, now we've got it down. So you can see this is low mode here. Promise. Hey guys, hopefully that quick snap of kind of all the cool new things on the inside and controls and things like that. Helped you out a little bit. I am going to work on a full front to back longer video. I've just been extremely busy lately, and this is the first one we've got. So every time I go to get in it, somebody's looking to drive it or just get into it and show it off. So it has been a little challenging. Bear with me, guys. But if you have any questions, let me know. I will say I was down and driving it in Texas, kind of all variants of it, including the turbo, the top one, and it is really unbelievable. The ride quality is really good. Fit and finish is really good. If you're interested in a very fun, top-performing EV, yes, Porsches are going to be more expensive, but they are worth every penny. You will see that in the fit and finish, all the little extras that they've done. I think Porsche just absolutely nailed it. It is a fun driver's vehicle. You can get optional sports sound on it. So if you want it to make noise, you can do that. I love the way it regens with the brake. It's nice and smooth. It's fun to drive. And of course, it handles like no other EV. And that's what I love about it. It hugs the road and does everything it's supposed to do in Porsche world. So stay tuned, guys. We'll keep you posted. It's Derek Bonzagni here at Harper Porsche. Like, subscribe. Got to say it, even though I hate when people say it. If you're interested in seeing more videos, we'll keep them coming. Thank you.